Considering Cracked Pepper by Behr Paint, here's what you need to know. Undertones, LRV, and 3 flawless color pairings, all in just a few minutes. Let's jump in. Cracked Pepper by Behr Paint is a dark, perfect charcoal color. It's sort of the antithesis of white when you think about it. It was also a color of the year, so you know it has some notoriety. It's one of the more straightforward colors out there, not a lot to speak of, to be honest. Its LRV, or its light reflectance value, is 8. This means it reflects only 8% of the light that hits it, so it'll appear very, very dark in whatever space you use it in. In terms of undertones, there is a very, very slight blue undertone, but it is extremely minute. The color itself is very, very balanced as a neutral. So it's more so going to depend on the lighting that surrounds it, and that's going to influence how the color will appear. But most of the time, it'll be kind of like that. Pretty much black. I could see Cracked Pepper being a wonderful choice on trims and doors if you didn't want to go with a white option. It could also be a very moody wall color as a focal point, or even a whole room color. That's if you really wanted to lean into that shaded kind of feeling. It also works very well as an outside exterior color, even as a main color option, but also a secondary color. Think dark trim or garage doors, or even your front door if you wanted. Now let's go jump to the computer. I'm going to show you 3 color pairings for Cracked Pepper: a white option, a light option, and a bright option. Let's go. Okay, so we're on the Behr Paint website now, starting with Cracked Pepper, of course. And what's really cool is you can actually see these similar colors down below, and it gives you a clear sense as to what's going on with Cracked Pepper at its core. Cool color, perhaps. You can even see up here, there's a little bit more blue in the RGB value, but it's very, very slight, so don't worry about it too much. In terms of the color pairings, let's start with the first one, which of course is Blanca Peak. This is my white color pairing. It has a 94 LRV, really bright, really crisp, very high contrast look, and I think it will create a very striking combination between itself and Cracked Pepper. If you wanted not a white, but a light color, I would probably recommend Arcade White as an option, and this is going to be a slightly cooler leaning off-white, has some warmth to it, but there is this sort of greeny aspect that's happening. And again, another way we can kind of verify this is look at the similar colors. These are the types of colors that sort of fit alongside Arcade White. You have these beautiful greenish colors, greeny, beigey gray, right? But then you also have grays, more neutral, muted, desaturated colors, and that's what Arcade White brings you. There is a little bit of that neutrality, but there also is that touch of coolness, not so much from blue like we saw in Cracked Pepper, but more so on that muted green side of things. And then for the third color pairing, my bright choice, it is going to be the accent color, which of course is Cherry Cola. Love Cherry Cola mixed with charcoal black, or in this case, Cracked Pepper. I think it's a wonderful, deep, dramatic combination. Stunning color pairing. Really great in areas like bathrooms, powder rooms, even a kitchen if you really want something very dramatic and moody. You have this sort of burgundy aspect here. Cherry Cola, delicious drink, also fantastic, rich, saturated color. Now, if you want to know a little bit more about Cracked Pepper, you can click the box right over here.